seasons. Greetings.
Wes, aka Joe Hunter 73, and today we are going to be again going through these catalogs that we got back in the day. And I only got to the J.C. Penney catalog in 1977. So I'm going to try to go through both the Sears and the Montgomery Ward catalog. This is going to be from 1976 on both, and I'll try to get to 77 and, well, skip 77 and go to 78 for all three. So hopefully I can do okay on the time. I don't want to make these too long, but I just want to make them enjoyable. And remember, please comment on your memories, anything that you can that sparks a memory from these pages, because I guarantee you're gonna see something that maybe you didn't have, maybe your brother or a sister had, and it's gonna have a flood of memories. So let's get going. This is the Sears 1976 Christmas book, wish book. And we're going to start off here. 1976, we got the NFL jersey and helmets. And, you know, I had a few friends that had this stuff growing up in Kansas. And, you know, always would see a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers or Dallas Cowboys, just for the fact that those were the popular teams in the 70s. Yes, the Miami Dolphins were as well. But these are really cool looking. Man, check those out. Oh, and look at these duffel bags. Collegiate and pro. Man, that's really cool. Dang, that's actually really cool. Hey, who doesn't love a good tent as a kid? I mean, for the most part, we were popping these things up indoors anyways and just using them as a fort. So, yeah. Oh, and hey, who didn't get a sleeping bag for Christmas? I don't I don't really remember what year I got mine at, but yes, I did get a sleeping bag. So it looks like we got Disney, Scooby-Doo, Superman, Casper, the friendly ghost, and Batman. Sleeping bags. Party time bags with cartoon character print. All right. And oh, what in the actual? Who wants a Purina Chow sleeping bag? Man, that's crazy. Denim graffiti, Vroom. All right, all right. Oh yeah, here's Benji. Who doesn't remember Benji? I love Benji as a boy, as a dog. Yeah, good old Benji. More NFL stuff, and I tell you what, I knew a lot of kids that had the trash cans like this. Yeah, and we had our pennants. Push pins. Oh, that would have been cool. Yeah, very cool. All right, now we're going to be getting into the toys here. Again, this is the Sears 76 Wish Book. And we got the Batmobile. Hey, literally bicycling the pedals to the metal. Oh, yeah. Evil Knievel stuff, American Wheels. Awesome. All right. Now, if I go too fast, just make sure to pause that screen. Some of these things may not be relevant. Oh, punch me's. Yep. Went over that in the last video. Some of this stuff will be repeat because some of this stuff just carried over into the previous year. It's really surprising how many toys that you'll see here that you would never see in the actual store. Like this truck here, this truck was on in these catalogs I guarantee for 10 years. I mean, we're going to find out because it was in the 77 one. I think it goes, I want to say it's in the 75, in 1975 year. Actually, I knew a friend that had this and it wasn't all that. Once you saw it, you're like, oh my gosh, that's a thing from the catalog. But then it was like, okay, it didn't really do much. I wasn't impressed with it. Basically, these road map play sets. I just used a rug that my parents had. It was an oval shaped rug that had patterns in every little ring out going out from the center. Oh, okay. What is this thing called? I had this. I had this. The faster you crank, the faster the cars climb. Yep. Cars will, you crank it and it goes all the way up here. And then they just, gravity takes them down. And the roller coaster buggy stunt race. Yes, I actually had this because the cars, yep, man, that's cool seeing that. See, I tell you, you're going to come across something that you had and you forgot completely about it, and all of a sudden you see it and you're going to like, oh my God, I actually had that, just like I did. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Glad I stumbled upon that. This looks cool for a kid, little tight. You must think you must think and move fast with the highway police chase because cars are motorized and you switch lane drive. Okay, interesting. Wonder how well it actually worked. Fire trucks. And this was kind of a thing back in the day in the late 70s. Saw a little bit of it in the 80s. Was the helicopter on a wire, basically. It was kind of cool though. Basically, just spin around in a circle, and I think it would go up and down. Matchbox emergency station. I think these things shoot out of there. So, yeah. They don't look at, but yeah, these are the big ones. Wait, wait. Our biggest, brawniest earth movers. Oh, this isn't Tonka. Rugged giant steel rig handled most. Okay, wow. This is not a Tonka brand. Interesting. Heavy gauge, steel body. Hmm. Yep, that's right. It's different. They're just a little bit different. Could have fooled me upon first look. Wow, that's crazy. I have this thing, the backhoe. It was really cool. I didn't get it for Christmas though. All right. Lots of gas trucks and stuff. We got the mash unit here. Look at that. I was always a sucker for these tracks from Hot Wheels. Ooh, that's cool looking. Huh. Like a drag strip. Just a straight track. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Pretty cool. Trains. Boring. To me, they are. Okay, we got G.I. Joe. Hello. Avenger Pursuit Craft. Snap together parts. All right. Look at this thing. This thing's cool. Oh, no. Do we actually have it? O.J. Simpson with Super Pro Kit, equipped with knives, behead. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, look at that. O.J. Simpson doll with hurdles, a raft. Um, and we got Muhammad Ali. But yeah, look at this G.I. Joe stuff from Hasbro. Looks like an Ultra Glider. Cool. Oh no, it's a vertical takeoff. VTOL. Well, oh, okay. The engines are on the. Those are really tiny. Very tiny. We got more G.I. Joe adventures. Got Bullet Man, Intruder Warrior, Land Adventurer. Got the looks like a comic. Looks like Batman down here. There's the vehicles for G.I. Joe. 1976. Sears Christmas book. All right, now we're getting into the Bionic and Big Jim's pack. Huh. Bionic Woman and the Bionic Man. The $6 million man, my bad. Take a look at that stuff. That's pretty cool. Oh, the Lone Ranger. Look at that. Look at this playset over here. 3 historic scenes for this miniature. Man, look at this stuff. Somebody in the last video commented that that they actually had this. I think it might have been Larry. So speaking of comments, make sure that you're leaving your comments. Yes, I did not do a mail call today on this video, but what I'm doing is I'm taking all the comments from all these videos and compiling them together. All right, and it'll be one video of a bunch of comments from y'all. So I appreciate it. Let me know your memories from years past on Christmas mornings and stuff. This is all interesting. Well, you got a McDonald's. Ooh, those are creepy. Star Trek. Interesting. There's the eagle right there. What is that? Just a space station stuff. Oh, that's kind of cool though. Defend the universe from alien attacks with a 50-piece Beyond Tomorrow lunar space station. That's cool. More Star Trek stuff. Interesting. Ooh. My dad had one of these, and I like the way it looks, but they were super loud because all it just vibrates, and the players just kind of vibrate around, and yeah, uh, crazy. Ooh, Mr. Mouth. I always called it Mr. Big Mouth. There you go. Who remembers that? Where you got to flip as many coins in as you can, or chips, or whatever it's called. That was a popular game back in the day. Air hockey. Got some magic kits. Oh, I found another one. Look at this. Yeah, that's it. So this yellow Super Grand Prix. So this is another one I have. I actually have a picture of this. I will be showing you right now. But yes, I had this. That is cool. Super Grand Prix. Race 6 cars down the 8-foot track. Race over and under a pretzel bend. Turns. Object of the race. Duh. 4 years and older. Yeah, and I might have been 3. Interesting. Man, that's cool to see that. That's so cool. See, I'm telling you, y'all are going to find something on here that it's not in your head right now. It's not in your memory. And all of a sudden, something's going to pop up. Either you got, your brother or sister had, and it's just going to take you back to that day. That's cool. Okay, now we're going to be going into this is the 76 Montgomery Ward catalog and jumping right into Barbie here. Again, 1976. Basically, you would blow all these up with your mouth. Um, that basically made it that stuff from whatever a beach ball was made of. Got it. Tent, supplies. Look at the lawn chair. That is hilarious. Oh, Barbie. Sister had Barbie when growing up. She's a couple years older than me, so. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We get our dolls for the NFL. Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love to get guns for their Christmas? Wow, look at the machine gun with tripod. Wow, that is excellent. Shipping weight 1 pound. Wait, what? With weight 1 pound. It's 449. An M3 gun with tripod. Uses 2C batteries. It's 9 inches high, 20 inches long. Oh, okay, so it's not that. I thought it was going to be something like, you know, if it's not like to, more a realistic size, because that would have been cool back in the day. Lincoln Logs. Here's our Tonka stuff up here 4, 5, and 6. So I had 5 and 6. Still have them to this day. They are with my mother up in Kansas. My nephews played with them when they were little. So it's kind of cool when you think about it that toys like this will get several generations of use that can last. You buy a toy on the shelf now, it's not going to do that. Oh, wow. So definitely I didn't have the forklift. I had both of these. I remember the bottles. Man, I wonder if those bottles. Wow. I'm interested if these bottles, because see how big they are compared to the actual size of the truck. I wonder if the bottles would match with 1/18th now. Curious about that, but that's cool. Yeah, I definitely had that. I like the boat, the number 21. Yeah, I was gonna say Buddy. Yeah, Buddy. LST landing ship. Yep, that looks cool. Tonka, Mighty Mo, and Buddy L. Oh, okay. Again, for everyone watching, just make sure to leave your comments on share your memories. Tell me what you think. Tell me what y'all had for Christmas. Maybe what your possible what your tradition was. If you guys had Christmas on Christmas Eve. All right, we jumped to JCPenney's 1978 catalog, and we are in the Sesame Street sleeping bags here with Snoopy and Pastoral Playmates from the Meadowlands. What in the actual, I don't know. And D, keep your eyes on the ball. Okay, sure. More sleeping bags. And here, yeah, some more NFL stuff. And check these hats out. Just FYI. These hats are really cool. Man, these can be done like nowadays. I'd wear them. More NFL garb. Okay. The shirt on the right, all these prints, these can be worn today. It's just funny how the style back in the 70s can fit the style nowadays. Like everyone's trying to bring back these retro styles. And I could definitely get down with the ones on the right too, the right and the left side. Yeah, these look great. More NFL. Yeah, bring back this style. Oh, look at the robe. The classic robe. Oh, yeah. Some jackets for the winter. Some stocking hats on the right-hand side with some scarves. Letterman jackets. So, yeah, without the NFL colors, but not with the logos. So they weren't... didn't get the rights yet to it. All right, Barbie. Now, we're going to go through some more Barbie stuff. This is the JCPenney Christmas catalog of 78. Look at the Winnebago here. The RV. You take some 12-inch Joes and paint the RV the color of the one from the Stripes movie. There you go. Yeah. My sister had the Corvette. And let's see here. Going through some of this stuff. Hang on one second. And here we have the official Star Wars plush dolls. Now that's 1978 and Star Wars is up and going now and changed history forever. And let's see. Let's keep going. This is pretty cool stuff. Got, yep, Fisher Price, the barn, the garage. And yeah, we got the adventure people. Look at that. Look at the van with the motorcycle. And there's the helicopter. If I find that helicopter, I'm going to get it. Yeah, that's really cool. And we got some more heavy duty stuff. Remember to leave your comments. Anything that you find in here, let me know, because I'm going to do a whole video of just the comments, giving you all a shout out, as I always do. There's the Batman clock, and let's keep going. Who had the little tree house thing? I always saw that in my preschool. Not sure which or who it was from. You can always pause and read the comments or the captions down here. And, yep. Then we got the big wheels. Big wheels keep on turning. Lincoln Logs. Look at the Legos. Look at the Lego set. So the Lego set here is one of those ones where it's like a 5-in-1 and you can, but look at the price, $40 for that. So you get to build pretty much one of those things that's on there. And let's hope that the instructions told you how to do each one of them out of all those parts. But yeah, Linkos were always expensive back in the day. But yeah, as a kid, it just got the little sets and the space Lego stuff. Surprised I haven't seen any space Lego. Of course, we're in 1978. And look at those size of the Tinker Toys. Holy cow, those are huge. Wow. Big old Tinker Toys. This stuff I'd always see like in our youth group in the church and Sunday school stuff. So, and let's keep going through here. Navarone play set. How many years was this in the catalog? There's the Lone Ranger. Hi-Yo Silver. Man, those look great. Look at that. Just look how good those are. Really cool. Really cool. Metal Man. Anybody have Metal Man? Let's go here. All right, got some. There's your Star Wars 12-inch dolls down at the bottom. And your R2-D2 remote control, which didn't sound anything like R2-D2. It was just a noisemaker. That thing was, yeah. And then here we have the line, the official Star Wars line with the TIE Fighter, X-Wing, Landspeeder, and figures sold separately. And then also on top of that, we got the Death Star. And there's your figures, the Death Star. Yeah, the Death Star was cool. And then some die-cast down at the bottom. And look at those prices on this stuff. That's insane. But yeah, this was it for Star Wars for the most part, as far as the Kenner line goes for that year, with the 12-inch and then the 3 3/4 inch. Yep, good old Star Wars. Micronauts, Better A Bob. Checking it out. Tell us, man, what you got back in the day with the Micronauts. Did you get them as a kid? I think Better A Bob's avatar is a Micronaut. Not sure which one, though. But yeah, Micronauts seemed like they were really cool. And were they not O-ring? Weren't they like the first O-ring? Not really sure. Okay. The green Jeep with the kayak on top, or the canoe, and then the Bronco down below it. So I had one of these. I didn't have the green Jeep. My sister had the green Jeep. Why did my sister have that? But you can actually, comes with a jack, and you can jack it up and change out the tire, which is kind of cool. I had another version of it, and I can't remember which one it was. Maybe hopefully I'll come across it in this catalog. But I do remember changing the tire, but it wasn't one of these two. Like I said, my sister had that green Jeep. And check out that pop-up tent camper. That is cool. This is all from the line of Tonka. And man, that's cool. I've never seen that one before. Again, this is the JCPenney's 1978 catalog. Oh my gosh. Down below, we have the oil tanker. The mobile Exxon oil tanker. That is cool. So this thing here, you could actually fill it up with water. There's 4 little lids up on top, and those come off, those flip open, and you can fill it up with water. And then they got the hose that will then disperse the water. Of course, it kind of just leaked anyway, but I use this thing with my G.I. Joes. I definitely had it cross over into that universe, and it was a little bit smaller, but it worked. I used it as a Cobra or a Joe, and my parents still held on to it, and my nephews were able to use that truck and play with it. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that was always fun to have. So it wasn't quite 1/18th. It was a little bit smaller scale, probably adventure size people scale, or maybe a little bit even smaller than that. That NASCAR haul is pretty cool. You got the Blazer over there with the kayak on top. Man, this is cool stuff. I think we had it better back in the day with toys. Good old Hot Wheels tracks. Always was fascinated with those. Oh, right. Look at this. Actually had this racetrack as well. So I might be throwing up a picture here that I have that Santa gave me back. I think I got this in 1979, Christmas of 79, and it was on the countertop. So yeah, it had a little bridge. A police car would be chasing it around when you pulled the trigger to make the cars go. That police car had a light underneath the car, so the light shone through the police lights. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to throw up a picture here. That's really cool. Battlestar Galactica space launcher. That looks really cool. Wow. Wonder how well that actually looked. I wish this wasn't black and white, but man, that looks really cool. There's the aircraft carrier where you can launch your planes off of. Man, parking garages were the thing back in the day, I guess, with all those cars. Dress up as an army man or a cowboy. I got a picture of me and a cowboy on Christmas Day. I'm going to throw a picture up so y'all can check it out. And, yep, more stuff here. Let's keep going. Ooh, the Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader race to the Death Star. Interesting. So you got, looks like exciting play action self recreates the final scene of the movie. Darth Vader and his TIE fighter races to catch and explode Luke Skywalker's X-Wing before destroying the Death Star. Okay. Anybody have this? I've never seen this before. I'm curious what the box looks like on this, because man, that would be really cool to see the box of that, to see what it looks like. Because Star Wars changed the game with box art before G.I. Joe. So good old racetracks. Always loved the configuration of all these racetracks, and every single year these racetracks were in the catalog. Glow in the dark. Eventually we'll get to the ones that climb the wall. Up now, back into the train tracks. All right. Whoa. Letterman. I actually had this as a kid. I believe I got it in 1981. My Dallas Cowboys Letterman jacket. Yes, I loved that thing. That thing was great. Had one other kid in school that had a Detroit Lions jacket just like this. So we looked similar because the colors were very similar. I think the blue was a little bit off. But yeah, these are cool. This is the Sears catalog, 1978, that we're in right now. Again, leave your comments and I will share them in the final video of the year. Up. My sister had the, whatever this is, the ranch, because I use the hay bales as like sandbags for my G.I. Joes. Yeah. That's too funny. Check out the price on the Winnebago here. Now it's $24.97. On the other catalog, it was $21. So Sears usually always had a little bit higher priced items than usually other places. I don't know why. Maybe it's paying for that Sears exclusive stuff. So I still think you can take your 12-inch Joes and paint that Barbie's RV into the Stripes vehicle. I'd really like someone to see that. Ooh, ventriloquists. Always stuffed animals. Lots of stuffed animals throughout the year. Kitchenettes. All right, let's see here. All right, here's this thing again. Man, this thing, I tell you what, it was in every single catalog. I need to go back and to see how far this thing went back. So my next video, I'll have that information for you. But yeah. Remember, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause it and slow the ride. But we're in the Sears 78 catalog here. And ooh, check out that triangle one. That looks like Pocono Raceway. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Oh, here it is in color. All right, I'm going to throw up that photo of me getting that for Christmas Day on this. Yeah, you'll see it over here to the side. But yeah, it was something about the car could do like a 180 and then start going the other way, I think is how it worked. And if you timed it out right, you can make the cop car crash on that bridge. I usually took the bridge out just so it could, have a continuous race is what I did. Yeah, it was fun. I'm not sure how long it lasted. Didn't remember it lasting like all that long. Oh, gosh, those Hi-Yo Silver. God, I love those things. Oh, the Sears exclusive Cantina Adventure Set. Check it out. Basically just a piece of cardboard, but man, I'm pretty sure that's still pretty price to get, but yeah. More Micronauts out of the Sears catalog here. Dang, this stuff's really cool. Micronauts. Huh. Super Joe and Luminous Battle Beasts and Aliens with Blasts of Light made from Mattel. Super Joe. And look, it's a repaint of that VTOL. Huh. What in God's name is that? Holy. Yeah, let's just move on. That was weird. Oh, man, that's cool. That looks like the Green Machine, just a repaint into the like the Batmobile. Oh, I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. Anybody have any of these pedal pusher things other than the big wheel? I actually had a John Deere tractor with a wagon. That thing was heavy. All right, let's go back. And that's pretty. Oh, wow. This is the Montgomery Ward catalog of 78. I really dig the way Montgomery Ward did the art on this one, the background art. It really makes all of this pop. It makes the Death Star pop, the TIE Fighter, X-Wing, and Landspeeder all pop against the space background. That looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good. Good stuff. Hope everyone is enjoying this video. This is, again, I did 76 more Micronauts in the Montgomery ward. I did 76 through 78, skipped over 77 because that was my previous video from last week. So just make sure to leave your comments and share your memories of what toys you remember getting. Maybe you weren't even born yet. More Lone Ranger. There's the mobile tanker again. Good stuff. Yep, there's that vehicle again. More garages. But really cool stuff here. Yeah, that one there, I've seen it before. I had friends that had it. It was okay. It was got kind of boring after a while. But we are coming to the end here, I believe. So yeah, just make sure, again, if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Leave your comments, share your memories, and I will share them all together. I'm going to take all these videos I do leading up to Christmas, and then I'll just compile all those together, and it'll be one big happy comment section video. So here we got the vibrating Super Bowl. And let's see if we got anything else to look at here. A couple more racetracks. Cool looking bridge. Oh, and there's that racetrack again with that cop car. And then, the slotless Star Wars machine racetrack down there. Always like the layouts of these. Alrighty, we are now, I'm going to wrap it up. And like I said, all the comments, the viewer's mail call will be all in one video from every video I do on this series. The next video I'm going to be doing is going to be 79 through 80 of all three of these books. Again, I try to keep these as short as possible. Yes, we're about 45 minutes in. So, yeah. And thank you for watching. Everyone take care and happy holidays.